In this video, I want to teach you how to ride a motorbike with gears. What's up, Rad family? I'm Dakota Freeman and welcome to the Rad Adventure Dude channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, make sure you hit that and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future dirt bike riding tips. Are you struggling with learning how to ride your motorbike with gears? Well, don't worry. I've got some easy tips that's going to really teach you how to shift your gears like a pro. So the first thing that we really need to learn when we're learning how to shift our gears is going to be the main controls that we're going to be using. The main controls are going to be our throttle, our clutch, and our gear shifter. These three controls are really how we're going to go through and shift our gears on our motorbikes in the smoothest way possible. The most important part about using these three controls is the order that we're using these three controls in. Every single time we shift gears on our motorbike, we want to make sure that we let our throttle off. Letting off the throttle just really helps free up the motor to where we can shift our gears without worrying about it missing a gear whenever we do so. The second part of this is making sure that you always pull in the clutch. Letting off the throttle and pulling in our clutch before you go through and shift gears with the gear shifter is going to make sure that you shift in the smoothest way possible, and this is really going to be the best way to learn how to ride a dirt bike with gears. If you're shifting with the throttle on or shifting without the clutch pulled in, then it's a very common thing that you can miss a gear, which is where the dirt bike or motorbike goes into neutral accidentally, and we don't want that to happen. So make sure that you always let that throttle off, pull in your clutch before you use your left foot to shift gears with a gear shifter. This is going to be such a great thing to practice because the more and more you do this, the less you're going to have to think about it when you're out on the tracks, trails, the streets, wherever you like to ride, and this way you can just listen to the bike and know exactly when you need to shift gears. So the more and more you practice this now, the less you're going to have to think about it later, which is really going to help you learn how to ride a motorbike faster with gears. You're going to have to know how to use your throttle, clutch, and gear shifter to shift up through the gears to get into the higher gears with more top speed, and to be able to downshift and get into the lower gears that have more acceleration and can really help you slow the motorbike down as well. So as you can see, learning how to ride a motorbike with gears is going to be such an important part to really learning how to ride a motorbike. The gears are really how we get the most power or acceleration, so knowing exactly when we need to be shifting our gears and changing gears on our motorbikes is going to be something that we really need to practice. When you're learning how to ride a motorbike with gears, and if you ever feel like the RPM level gets too low and you feel like you might stall the motorbike, just pull in the clutch, and that's going to free up the gears to where it kind of puts the bike in neutral, and then it will not stall on you. This is really important to know because especially when learning, there's a lot of situations where we get too low in the RPMs, especially when cornering, and it's really easy to stall the bike. If you hear your RPMs get to this super low part and it almost wants to stall the bike, just make sure that you pull in the clutch, and that's really going to make sure that you don't stall the bike. Another good thing to do with this is if you hear like the RPMs are at too low of a point, this means we need to shift down to get the RPMs higher. So knowing this, if you do hear this and it might stall on you, just pull in the clutch, shift down. Then when you let the clutch back out, you're going to be at a higher point in the RPMs, and this can really help you from stalling the dirt bike. Also, this is going to give you a lot more acceleration coming out of a corner. And this is why it's going to be important to do this when coming into a corner, because you can then shift down coming into the corner, helping you slow down. And then when you're ready to accelerate coming out of the corner, since you shifted down and got the RPMs higher, you're not going to stall the motorbike when you're in the corner, and you're going to accelerate so much better. So working on this, shifting down coming into the corners is a great way to improve your motorbike riding. So make sure you work with this over time, as it's going to be such an important part of really mastering how to ride a motorbike. If this video helped you, make sure you like this video, drop some comments down below, and ask me any other questions that you have. If you're still looking for more motorbike riding tips, I'm always here. I've made a full dirt bike riding course over on my website. It's going to walk you through being a complete beginner and take you to an advanced rider mastering the tracks and trails. I also give away a free dirt bike guide over on my website. Just sign up for my newsletter and I'll send it straight to you. Make sure you click the subscribe button that's right here and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future dirt bike riding tips. After that, you can watch my next video right here. Stay rad, and I'll see you over there.